on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and X, formerly known as Twitter. So today we've got some fun things going on with the Dads of Produce. But before we get started, always want to give a huge shout out to our fancy sponsors, the people that are behind the scenes of the show: Ag Tools, Flavor Wave Fresh, Noble Citrus, John Green Logistics, Summer Citrus from South Africa, Awahi Produce, and that Buck Naked Onions, everyone. So again, today we've got the Dads of Produce. We've got a new item that one I've already tried, but the dads are trying. That's right. This week, today. And we're going to show you how we cooked it. Some of us involved our kids. Some of our kids said, no, we ain't cooking with you. So we are going to get into this. We're going to have the dads come on. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Okay. I know. You're working right now. We're on LinkedIn. We're in your feed and you're going, hey, why aren't you guys working? Well, we're going to show you why and introduce the dads. Ross, Mike.
What's going on, boys?
Another day of dads.
What's up, guys?
Paradise.
Hey, we're getting closer and closer to fall. Summer is winding down.
Ella, does that mean it's not going to be 120 degrees outside?
No.
Don't tell me that, man. We're like 106, 107. It's wild. So I hope you're right, Ross. I hope you are a better. You're forecasting the weather better than half the guys on our local stations.
Those guys don't know anything. Those guys just pointed a green screen all day, Mike. Like,
hey, I don't know about you, but are your the ladies in your life looking forward to pumpkin spice? And all things nice.
I am. I don't know about my lady, but I know I am. I will pumpkin
I'm selfish.
Spice.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, Pat. I'm stoked, man. I love pumpkin spice lattes. That's right up my alley, man. I slip my Ugg boots on, I throw my scarf on, and I go and get me one.
I love it.
Saturday morning.
He gets into it. He like listen. He gets into it. He's like, I put my Uggs on. He's like, and he's like, not the short ones. He's like the long ones. He's like, I pull those up to my knees. He's like, I scarf that thing out. And it does get cold in Visalia, Mike. We know that, right? I mean, in your neck of the woods, it can get down to the 30s. People don't realize that, but it definitely gets cold. So I'm ready for pumpkin spice, but what I'm not ready for is all the pumpkin spice. Someone posted the other day on Facebook, and they were like, get ready, pumpkin spice licorice. And I was like, is this what we're doing now? I'm like, can't just have a red vine anymore, right? Like, it's got to be a pumpkin spice one.
No, I like apple cider is one of my favorite fall things. Apple cider, for
True.
Sure.
I love that. I tell you what, I like going to Indy in the fall. It's beautiful. I've been there a few times. Mike, we've been there in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool mornings, beautiful sunset and sunrises. I'm just saying, Ross. I mean,
I'll be sending you pictures over the next few weeks then.
I appreciate you. Well, listen, dads, we got a guest today.
We do.
We got a new guest. We don't normally have guests on the Dads of Produce. This gentleman reached out and was like, can I be on the show? My kids are younger. And he's also a podcast sponsor. I mean, obviously it's like, of course you can, but the reality of it is this guy wanted to have fun with us. He's like, how do I join?
Who wouldn't want to have fun with us?
I agree with that. I mean, I do agree with that. But yeah, we're getting a lot of more interest of people wanting to join the show. So let's go ahead and introduce our special guest today, Drew Callahan with RPE and Tasteful Selections, the guy behind the Nibbles. Okay, not the guy, but the guy today behind the Nibbles. What's up, Drew?
How we doing, fellas? Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Are you excited?
Pretty exclusive crew here. I, kind of had to beg my way into this, so I appreciate that.
Well, you got to keep it exclusive. So
you're nothing but exclusive on this group. So watching you guys do all this stuff, I want to be part of it.
Unlike Ross's hats, they're not exclusive.
Oh gosh, how many hats are you at, Ross? I don't even know what the count is anymore.
Just shy of 40.
Oh. All right. Well, you haven't beat my Funko Pops, so I'll be all right with that. But I told Ross, I go, you really got to get exclusive on those hats, man. And he told me he did. He reached out and goes, Pat, a lot of the hats that I'm getting are from our partners. I said, okay. I go, you start telling people, hey, whoa. There's only so much realty, space in my office, guys.
They're all people that we do business with. So
that's the way you justify it, right?
That's the way he does justify it.
Hoarder.
It just solidifies Indie Fruit has to keep me in that space there. I can't kick me out. So.
Oh, they're definitely, if they have got to move Ross's office, they got to send in a packing crew, like what is it, like college hunks haul junk will have to come in there.
No, 2 men in a truck.
FTO rate. It's not an LTL rate. It's a full truck.
Oh, it is a full truckload rate at Indie Fruit.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, since we're laughing, Ross, what do you got for us, man?
All right, so we've got potatoes that we're eating today, so we got to go with some potato dad jokes. So, why did the potato cross the road? To get to the French fryer.
Dad joke.
Now, why did the potato go to the doctor? He was feeling a little mashed.
Oh, geez, come on. 6
out of 10.
Why did the potato go to art school? To become a tater tot.
So there you go. I chuckled at that one. There you go.
That one was the best one so far. The best one.
And how do you know if a potato is a vegetarian? Don't worry, they'll tell you.
What?
That one's a little weird.
I'm
a little weird.
on that one.
I'm thinking in my head, like, is it because of the Veggie Tales movie? Is that why they'll tell us?
That's a shot at all the CrossFitters. They'll tell you they do CrossFit.
So why did the potato call their dad? Or no, sorry. What did the potato?
Oh, what?
What did the potato call their dad?
Starch.
A chip off the old block.
Oh, jeez.
Ah.
And then last, what did the potato say to the pan? Nothing. It was too shy.
Stupid. Listen, some of the best dad. Listen, I tell
This is
you,
why I wanted to be part of this.
every time, man, my cheeks just tingle, man, because it's so stupidly funny.
Hey, I got a challenge though. I think we got to challenge Drew, man. He's in the Spud Nation. He's probably got a great dad joke that none of us have ever heard. I mean, I got to call you out,
He's
man.
on the spot. All right.
Who is the most powerful potato? Darth Tater. There you go.
Solid.
The best I could
performance.
Let the potatoes be with you.
Yeah.
We put him in the pressure cooker and he performed. Welcome to the club.
You got it. You got it. We haven't kicked him off yet. So, well, listen, Drew, your team is, behind the Nibbles. I see them in a lot of grocery stores. They're in a lot of grocery stores, a lot of retail visits that I do. This is what they look like. Ross, we're going to go full screen on you. This is that. These are them, the Nibbles, right?
Them. That is they.
That is they. This is them. Those are the Nibbles, right?
They're great. They're I think the coolest thing about them, and I appreciate you guys being part of, partner with us and on it. For me as a dad, though, it's the thin skin allows them to cook really quick. So I know you guys have all had a chance to try them. We've cooked them. My kids come home like 4:30, 5 o'clock from school. It's a zoo, quite literally. They're feral for food. And so I'm doing everything I can to wrap up my work day and then try to help my wife cook dinner. And this is one of the best things that we did when we came out with these, because they were a byproduct of the tuber plant. And we picked them up and found a way to market them and create this really great tasting potato that typically would have just been left in the field, and get it out there at a really good price point. They cook fast, they eat really well, a lot of creative different things that you can do with them. So it's exciting.
I think that's kind of funny, Mike. I'm going to throw this over to you. Just talking about the citrus category. Isn't it funny that the smaller pieces of fruit are starting to make its way, right? Think about it. Like from 10 years ago, you're right. The fingerling potatoes, right? No one packed those. The little small mandarins, Mike, nobody packed those. They went off to juice. They went off to the potato chip companies. Now it's like a thing now, Mike.
Well, and I mean, I like watching a lot of culinary shows, movies, this, that, the other. I'm by no means a gourmet chef. but I respect the skill and ingenuity of some of these dishes that are amazing that are made by like byproducts, to Drew's point, or different sizing or an off sizing. I know, talking to my uncle who ran a meat shop for a while, or a meat market for a while, tri-tip was not the cut of meat to buy, and look at how that is now, at least in California. That's like, if you're barbecuing, you're doing tri-tip out here, and it's just exploded, and the cost model's changed. But I think byproducts, or maybe off cuts or off sizes are amazing, because this product is fantastic, Drew. I mean, these nibbles are great. I think we've all enjoyed getting our hands on this product.
Appreciate that. Yeah, the kids love it. I mean, they're a great source of potassium too. So like, it's how I kind of justify, and I like eating potatoes. So
so I was telling, you're gonna love this, Drew. So Lauren and I were on the phone this week, and we're talking, and I said, I think God wanted me to eat a lot of green beans this week. And she goes, what? And I was like, every HelloFresh meal, we do HelloFresh. We've been doing HelloFresh for almost 2 years now. Every Monday we have it delivered. This week, every meal had green beans in it. And she goes, oh no. I said, I just went and grabbed a bag of Nibbles, right? And I said, and I air fried. So my wife was like, why are you making extra? We have, normal. I said, listen, God wants me to eat green beans. I'm gonna eat all the green beans. I said, but I can't just eat green beans. Like, I gotta have something else, right? So I made some Nibbles throughout the week with every one of my orders this week. I say orders, my HelloFresh orders. But the challenge here was, guys, too, is that we were gonna kind of cook some Nibbles up and show the audience really how easy it is, right, Drew? And I know that you talked about that hectic life, being a dad. Listen, we're in produce. Produce is very tough, you guys. We got to have, unlike the Nibble, you have to have thick skin, okay? You got to be able to deal with it. I mean, taking phone calls late at night, your kids are crying. So a lot of times we need to figure out how to produce fast, fresh meals really on the go for our children. All of us have kids 13 and under, right, Ross? Yours is the oldest at 13? Yeah, so 13 and younger we have, pretty much from 13 all the way down to Drew at what, 2?
Yeah, 20 months. Yeah, just
20 months. So we have from 20 months to 13 years of age. So Drew, you made a little dish with the kids at home. I say we jump in and see it. Don't you think?
Let's do it.
Yep. Do it.
Oh man, hey, and here we go.
What do we got going on? Are we making potatoes? Yes. Are we making potatoes tonight? What potatoes do we got? We got Tasteful Selections nibbles, reds, and yellows. Can you see? Yeah. Are you helping me? It's gonna be fun. All right. Do you want to help me put the reds in there? Can you dump them in? Good job. Elizabeth, are you helping? Or you're just keeping good QC quality? Yeah, washing your hands. That's what we do, right? We have high quality potatoes with a good QC manager. All right, we got them mixed up. You see them? We got them mixed up. Oh yeah. So the great thing about these is just how easy everything is. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, olive oil. We just brought the kids home from school, so it's chaos currently in the house with 2 toddlers. So tossing this up here, right into the oven, about 20 minutes, gets them nice and crispy because they cook right through. It's perfect. I put the oven on 400, and this will be dinner here in about 20 minutes for us. And then my wife and I finally get to eat after we feed the kids. So Tasteful Selections nibbles, it's easy. Let's pop them in the oven. All right, let's check on them. What do we see? Getting cooked up in there. Getting cooked up in there. Ready for some potatoes?
And they scarfed him down, huh, Drew?
They smoked it. It's one of those things. It's as fast as you can feed them when they come home from school to stop the screaming. Yeah, essentially these days. But no, it's good. It's easy. Like you said, Patrick. I mean, we're all parents, got kids on the go. How do you do this? Balance the lifestyle and the love of the business that we have. Bring high quality, really fresh ingredients, not just to market to consumers, but home, and feed them to your kids. and a convenient, fast, and easy way to do it. And Nibbles has been one of the options that we found. Obviously, a little bit biased, but more and more companies are starting to do that. And I think that's, particularly as a father, a way we can expand produce consumption, make it easy, convenient for that on-the-go parent. I mean, that's the demographic we're in right now.
So you mentioned little salt, little pepper, and some oil. Was that your recipe for the evening?
That was my recipe, but Tasteful Selections has got a ton of other recipes. They've got we've got a great landing page that I'm not a culinary chef. For me, it's as fast as I can get it done. Throw them in the oven and feed the kids. But if you've got a little bit more time, or you're looking to be a little bit more aggressive, I think Ross and Mike are probably better chefs than I am. We've got a pretty good landing page, as well as a pretty aggressive Pinterest account with people that have tried these nibbles. To your point, you can get them pretty much coast to coast right now. And people are posting recipes and different usages. So go after it, dude. Make your own adventure.
Yeah.
I use Pinterest a lot for meal ideas and different recipes. I mean, you got to mix it up from time to time and do different things. So kids can get bored easily. So it's trying to find something new, whereas a week is busier. You want to find a meal solution that's going to take less time, just as you're trying to balance everything, to your points, like get them fed, get them bathed, get them in bed.
That's right.
That's the truth. And here's Tasteful Selections Pinterest page. It has a lot of cool recipes on it, and something that I found. And then also, like I said, the landing page, you can go right to recipes, and you can go from 30 minutes or less to oven roasted. Tons of recipes on the site, which again, I think is cool. That's one of the things that, even when I was talking and did my dole recipes with my son, Ty, he loved it that he can just go right online, because kids are going to get on their phones, right? They're going to get on Pinterest, right? They're going to find that way, whether it's a mobile application or just, like I said, a good old fashioned website. So, you called out Ross and Mike. So now it's like, I'm going to go last here, but Ross, what did you do? And then we'll show the audience, but what was your recipe?
So I just did them in the oven, similar to how Drew did, coated them in olive oil. And then I used Kinder's The Blend. I like to get that, use it on a lot of different things. Blackstone when I'm doing veggies and whatnot, little oil, little Kinder's Blend, and away you go. So. And
away we go. All right, let's check out. I definitely want to see what Ross did. And let's put you, why don't you step over to the kitchen real quick, Ross?
All right, let me. And got my potatoes rinsed off. So what I'm going to do now is add some olive oil to these. And I like to use Kinder's The Blend, USDA organic. Sprinkle some of that on there. Let's go ahead and get these suckers all coated up. So now I got those all seasoned and coated, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on my baking sheet here. Get these all nice and spread out. All right, now that I got these on my baking sheet here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw them in the oven. Got it set at roasting for 350 degrees. So let's check these out. All right, these have been in the oven for about 15 minutes. They're coming along very nicely. We're gonna give them a little bit longer just to ensure that they are ready. All right, nibbles are done, so we're gonna try these. Those are delicious.
Not bad. Not bad. So we're talking what? Less than 15 minutes? 20 minutes?
About 25 minutes, but I think I could have taken the temperature up to do it. I did it, I had a little bit more time. So I did 350, where Drew did, 400 for 20 minutes. So it all depends on the temperature you use, and how you I think if you want to time it, depending on what else you're cooking with it. So
yeah,
you could do 30 minutes, you could do 20 minutes. Just depends on the timing.
I respect your croc game too, by the way. Cooking with footwear. That was excellent.
Yeah. Only recently have I gotten into the Crocs. The kids kind of, I think that's another dad thing. Just like Mike got me my dad joke mug. I appreciate Mike for that. So
I cannot get into Crocs, everyone. I'm sorry. And Drew, you're a tall guy like me. I have a size 13 shoe, and you're saying Ross, you have a size 13 shoe.
That's what my Crocs size 13.
I do not like how my toes hit the top of that like curve up there, man. It does not feel good on my toes at all. I have had 2 pairs of Crocs, and they have both ended up in the trash because I hate them. But I'm not saying anything like I'm like totally against it, but I'm like, just haven't. And my feet sweat in Florida. Like, imagine that in Florida. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's like a little slip and slide in there, bro.
I don't really want to show my shoes, but I do have produce on my Crocs.
Nice.
Of course he does.
Solid.
Of course. Did you get the banana from Equifruit? Because Equifruit, I think, has bananas.
No, my kids picked out the fruit and veggie ones, and they're like, Dad, you got to put these on there. You got to put them on there. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Kids say you got to put it on there. You got to put it on.
You got to put it on there. You got to. And then when they also tell you no, you kind of sometimes have to listen to that too. And they're like, Dad, don't do it. Don't do it. I have my son saying that to me sometimes. He's like, what are you wearing? And I was like, I got a PlayStation shirt on today. And he's just like, where do you get this stuff, Dad? And I'm like, I'm like, well, Stuckies.com. And he's just like, oh.
Now on other evenings, if I have a different dinner planned, I would do these. And I would boil them in water for a little bit, and then I would put them on my Blackstone and smash them.
Oh, I've had those with you, by the way.
Yeah, if I'm cooking other stuff on the Blackstone, then that's the route I'm gonna go. But
sure that.
They're very versatile, so that's what I like. You can do them many different ways. Air fry, oven, cast iron, Blackstone. I mean, all sorts.
What about you, Mike? How did you serve this up? I know you were talking about you kind of called Ross. You're like, how are you doing it? Because I want to do it a little differently. What was your thought process when you received these nibbles in? Well, first of all, have you purchased these nibbles without us sending them first? Have you actually tried them?
I have not purchased them myself, so this is my first introduction. But I have been a huge fan of small fingerling potatoes and the small potatoes, I guess I would say. That is a staple in our household, and it has been for years. So getting my hands on these nibbles was exciting. It's a new item. And I mean, I'm a girl dad. I've got girls in the house, that's just how my household is run. And my younger daughter, Penelope, loves like things that are tiny, like what is that? I'm thinking of karopi and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the other one. But she loves things that are tiny. So when she saw these tinier potatoes, even smaller than the little ones we usually buy, she was over the moon for them. But we kicked it old school, man, kind of to the point of all of us. We get home, we're busy, we're just trying to get food in front of the kids on the table. They're ravenous, they're hangry, they're a lot like us. So I just kicked it old school. I rolled the nibbles in some oil. I threw some Suzy Q's, one of my favorite seasonings on them, rolled them on that cast iron skillet just on the stovetop, or to Ross's point, you could use the Blackstone if you want to do that. Medium high heat for 10 to 15 minutes, and they were ready, man. The kids loved them. They devoured them. It was a success all around.
I love it. Well, let's go ahead. Let's check out Mike's video.
Let's see this. Let's see this cast iron skillet.
Let's see it right now.
Hey guys, we're here today. We got some of these awesome Tasteful Selection Nibbles little potatoes. Look how small they are. Look how tiny they are. I'm with Penelope and Charlotte, my daughters. We're gonna check these out, and we came up with a quick, easy way to cook these. We're gonna do it really simply. We're going to rinse them out. I think it's gonna be like 15 minutes. We're gonna rinse them out, make sure they're nice and clean. Throw a little dash of oil, a dash of one of our favorite seasonings, and throw them right in that cast iron skillet. So it's gonna be really easy. Let's see how quick we can get through this. We will definitely be taste testing these on camera. So Stay tuned, keep watching the video, and let's get to work, guys. Alright guys, we got our cast iron set at medium-low heat. It's nice and warm. I got Charlotte here. She's gonna go ahead and throw those potatoes in there, those nibbles in there. Perfect. We're gonna roast or saute these for about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's see how long this takes. We'll be right back with the finished product. Okay guys, here we are. Finished product. This looks amazing. Charlotte helped me the whole way. Penelope helped a little, but then kind of got bored, so she dipped out. But we did do the the fork check and the kind of finger touch check once it was off. They look like they're ready to go. Charlotte, you ready to try some? Nibbles, here we go. Took us 20 minutes, by the way. Hot. What do you think, though? Good flavor? Good? There you go. Kid tested, parent approved, easy snack, really fast. Get home, walk in the door, you got a good snack in 20 minutes. Pair it with a sandwich, pair it with something else. Go to town. Enjoy, guys.
All right, Mike. All right. Little kicked it old school. I see you. I see you there, man.
That's some serious cast iron skillet skills. I like that. I like that.
Hey, that thing weighs about 25 pounds. So if I'm not cooking with it, if I got a trespasser, man, I got a good solid cast iron skillet.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Boom! Oh man. Well, you know it's crazy. Now, okay, all right, Mike. This last year, a few months ago, I came out to California. I stayed in the camper out at the RV park out in Woodlake. This could be an option. Next year, we'll bring some nibbles. We'll bring the cast iron grill. We'll drizzle some oil, and boom, we can have some nibbles right there on the fire pit, man.
The first thing out of my kids' mouths were, Dad, you could take, because I do cook on cast iron when we go camping.
Yep.
Dad, you can do this when we're out, at Lemon Cove, at Paso Robles, at any of the campsites. They were so stoked about that. And I mean, overall, like those tiny little potatoes, man, I cannot stress it enough. My girls ate that up, man. They were all about that. So, I mean, great product, you guys. I'm definitely going to be looking for these, Drew. I will happily pay week over week buying these potatoes and carb loading, to make sure that I keep this body rolling.
Hey, they're naturally free of fat and cholesterol, so you can feel good about eating.
So you can feel good that you're eating 3 bags in a day. I mean, listen, I prefer, it's funny because I was talking to John Papp about this, and I was like, he's like, some way, somehow we eat potatoes every day. Whether it's the form of potato chips, whether it's a form of French fries, whether it's, the form of potatoes. He's like, have you gotten your daily intake of potatoes? And I'm like, no, I can be real with everybody and say this. I have not eaten a big russet baked potato twice baked in probably 10 years. Seriously. But I can eat a whole bag of nibbles in one sitting, right? So it's almost like the same way. But I think like the old school way, right, of, having a twice baked potato, you know what the flavor is going to be. You got to put sour cream on it. You got to put bacon bits on it. You got to put chives on it. You got to put cheese on it.
But that doesn't work when you're a dad and you've got 30 minutes to get the plate ready.
How long does it take to make a twice baked potato? It's called twice baked. Yeah, it's called twice baked because you got to do it more than once. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things. Now, guys, my process was a little different. Now, Ross, what's my favorite thing to do?
Air fry.
Air fryer.
Brussels sprouts, potatoes, chicken nuggets. If you can cook it in an air fryer, Patrick's going to eat it.
Oh, listen, every time, if it's in an air fryer, if it says can be air fried, I've done fresh fish in my air fryer that, I've caught. I've done all kinds of vegetables. I've done pineapple in there as well. So I've done some crazy things, but the goal is to always just try something new, right?
What do I send you pictures of all the time? Cooking?
You on the Blackstone?
Blackstone, yeah.
Yeah, we have listen, don't take this the wrong way, but we have food porn, everybody. And this is like new school. We just sit there and text pictures of our food, of what we're cooking at nighttime. And I'm like, Ross, stop it, bro. Stop.
If you're not in the business, nobody understands that. It's pictures of my kids and pictures of food on my phone.
That's it. Pictures of food, pictures of kids and maybe some like selfies in front of something we haven't seen before. Like, oh, dude, check this out. Like, you know what I mean?
A lot of produce on my phone. Produce in retail, produce in wholesale.
Yeah,
it's all produce.
Retail sets in different stores. You're like, oh wow, look at this.
Yeah.
It's not even my stuff. I'm sending it to
we got a dad that keeps messing with us here.
I know he's like going on and off. I'm wondering if he's doing that just to mess with us. But listen, I'm gonna go over my recipe. Is very, very simple. Ross, you've been turning me on to grapeseed oil because it doesn't burn as fast or as hot on the grill. The same thing in the air fryer. If you put your air fryer with grapeseed oil versus olive oil, it definitely works better, right? Mike, there he is. We got you back, buddy. He had to take a phone call. Citrus was shipping out the back door. He had to make sure listen, he's a dad in produce and loves produce. So he's working.
He was grabbing his cast iron. He was
was there?
It was a knock at the door.
I just popped to go check on my cast iron real quick, guys. It means a lot to me.
It does.
I got a little cast iron love there I had to show.
All right, listen, I'm gonna show you what I did, guys. And mine was a breakfast item, so I'm gonna show you what I did. To use a little bit of grapeseed oil and some of Bob's Country pork rub. Okay, so we're gonna dump some of the nibbles into our bowl. We're gonna mix this together and we're gonna season it up very nicely before we pop it in the air fryer. Nibbles. Can't beat this. A little bit of an omelet. Tasteful Selections did it again.
I love the cheese hanging there at the end. That was my favorite part of the video.
I want an omelet now.
That was a cheesy omelet.
Yeah, that had only one piece of cheese in it. That was a 2-egg omelet. Mike, you know I'm a breakfast guy. Ross, so do you. I make breakfast almost every single morning. And potatoes. Normally, I was out of salsa. I didn't have any salsa. My yo quiero salsa, my fresh craving salsa that I normally have at all times, right? The queso, I didn't have anything. So like that was the plainest omelet I had. Normally, I'll put some microgreens on top. Normally, I'll add a few things. But that's like a good breakfast meal. So that was my breakfast just a few hours ago, everyone. So
it doesn't potatoes, right? And they take too long with the nibbles. You did it super fast.
Hash browns take so long, and you always burn them I always burn hash browns because they come frozen, right? And you're like, oh, we're gonna cook hash browns. No, I've quit hash browns altogether, and now I just do, like I said, potatoes. And if I don't have the nibbles, right? Just depends on where we shop for the week, right? I'll cut up the potatoes really, really small into 1/4 inches, and then do the same thing.
Perfect. So the only way I do hash browns is those hash brown patties.
Yes.
And I get them from Aldi, and you can throw those in the air fryer.
Ooh.
And they take like maybe 8 minutes. So if I do hash browns, I don't even buy the frozen bag of hash browns because to your point, you put it in a pan, and the thing takes 30 minutes later, it burns, or you just forget it.
No, I totally agree. Well, listen, guys, that's the close of our show. Drew, anything you want to say to the audience? You want to give any shout outs? Say what's up to anybody while we're still live?
Say what's up to my kids. Thank you very much. Appreciate them helping out. Thanks to my wife for letting me steal our kids and put them out on the internet. And to the dads of produce, I appreciate it. It's an exclusive group, and I'm honored to be a valued guest today. So thank you, guys. Nibble, go buy them. Tasteful Selections. Nibble.
We appreciate it. All right, guys, we'll cut you back and we'll end the show.
Hey.
Yes?
If you haven't, and you're watching this video, had nibbles, go get some, and then put in the comments later on after you've cooked them how you did it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great idea. Let us know. I'm going to I'll show the website one more time to give everybody an idea where they can find those recipes too.
Yeah,
That or
let's all share.
any tags? Is there anything we can tag Drew? On socials, Instagram, LinkedIn. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah, we've got our Instagram, our Pinterest, and our website, all at Tasteful Selections. We're all over it. Please, yeah, try them. And just like Ross said, try them. Put it in the comments. Let us know what you did, where you got them, what we can do better, and let's expand the usage and consumption of fresh produce with our families. Awesome.
Love it. Thanks, dads. All right, everyone. So that's our show for today. We had RPE and Tasteful Selections, Drew Callahan on as the dad's guest, everyone. We're trying Nibbles potatoes. There's so much to learn about potatoes. I got tons of fun facts about potatoes. Potatoes generate the most retail volume in the fresh vegetable category. Did you know that? Did you know they also have the lowest price per pound in fresh vegetables? That is crazy. Did you know that the retail shopper's basket size doubles when they purchase potatoes? So, everyone, I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank all of our call-in guests and all of our comments. As I say,